Okay, hello. This is Bidemi here. I am recording this video again because I feel that I would need to record it while I am not rushing to meet the time. I know we just completed the regional meeting, but I feel like this content goes beyond just Giving Tuesday the day. It can be useful for us throughout the year, and this is how comms will be supporting leaders as we grow. Um, so how to amplify your impact this given season? I will be touching on three main categories. One is sharing your story, two will be all things content creation, and three, taking photos and videos, just sharing tips on how you can do that. I would like you to have your phones ready because you'll be scanning a few codes that we think will be useful for you. Now, you all do amazing work. You do great work. And I always say this whenever you meet with me, whenever we have meetings, that we need to be able to translate what you've done on the field to what people can digest across the globe. And that is online. The best way to do that is to do that online. So if you've done something in Mali, if you've done something in Zambia, in Mozambique, it could be as simple as an outreach, a sensitization program. Tell us about it. Nothing is too small to be an act of generosity that is worth sharing with the world. And I personally want the world to see what's happening on at our end, in our countries, in our communities, and wherever we are, and we have chosen to do good. So, how do you submit your stories? You can submit your stories through our form. There is a simple Google form where you tell us everything that we need. There is also the Word document format. So we created these two formats in case, for some of you that are not used to technology, you prefer to have documents in hand. We have the Word document for you. And when you do this, you give us enough information for us to use on the leaders column. Remember that the leaders column is your column. We intend to talk only about the beautiful things you're doing across the continent. The second thing that I would need to do is have your bios and your profiles. One of the things I am really looking forward to doing is letting the world see the faces behind the movement. And I think it's high time people see actual faces and names as opposed to us just saying, oh, we have 26 country leaders, we have 30 country leaders. It would be great if we can point people to a database, to a repository or a library where everybody can see our leaders in different countries, and people that want to connect with you can do so right on that platform. So yes, this is how we would like to collect information around the things you're doing and around you. So I'm going to leave this screen on for about 30 seconds to give you the opportunity to access the Google form or access the Word file. Either one works. 30 seconds. Okay. Also, I would love to have, this is the point where I also give you 30 seconds where you give me your bios, your photos. If you are a country leader, if you are a community leader, a youth give champion, a Stalin alumni, just use the leader form to give us all the information we want about it. If you are a SPAC leader anywhere on the continent, kindly use this form and we will be good to go. So a few more seconds and I will be on my way. Okay, just a quick reminder that this is to submit your stories, and this is to give us your pictures, your profiles, help us tell the world about you. I always say this all the time. If you were invited by CNN, you were invited by the BBC, or you were invited to, have a TED talk, how would you talk about yourself and the work that you're doing? Please feel free to brag. This is what your story in action looks like. As you can see on our social media platforms, we capture Giving Tuesday in action, we capture generosity in action. Sometimes we also connect with the global team, and that is more reach, more eyes, more ears hearing about what you do. And again, look at the leaders column. That's a visual of the leaders column. I would love to see your faces here. At the moment, our leaders column has about 10,000 views on a monthly basis. And that is just a fraction of the impression and the reach and the views that the global channels currently garner. So, again, we want eyes and ears, not just because we want to talk about the things you do as a movement, but because this is one of the surest way for you to get support, for you to get in kind and even financial donations. If people don't see what you do, they would have no idea how they can be a part of it or volunteer in any form or shape. Okay. So in order to maximize your reach, I would advise you use the hashtag GivingTuesday, hashtag GivingTuesday Africa. This is 2025, so clearly hashtag GivingTuesday 2025. If you are watching this in the new year, then it will be hashtag GivingTuesday 2026. This is because I track what is happening across the continent, and I would like to pull content, that I see that are generosity content that I can also bring to your attention, just in case you are not aware that certain things are happening in your region or your country. Tag us everywhere. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on X, we are on TikTok, we are also on Thread, and we are known as Giving Tuesday Africa across these platforms. Now, moving on to all things content. So on content, we created what we called a content bank. And this is because we asked some leaders among you if you had social media platforms, you had digital footprint, and some of you said yes. Quite a number said yes, but quite a number also said you would love help to use this platform. And I get it. You all are busy. You're doing so many things. You don't have the time or perhaps the resources to get a dedicated social media manager. And this is where the content bank comes in. It contains ready to use posts. By ready to use post, I mean you can literally copy paste what we have created for you and just put it across your social media platform. Zero design needs, zero copywriting efforts needed. And we created content in different buckets. We created general content, quotes and proverbs, giving tips and ideas, generous activism content for those who do work around gender-based violence and violence against women and girls. We created Observance Day content. We also created content around our giving traditions. What am I saying? I'm saying use this content bank as your makeshift social media manager. Everything is ready for you. You just have to copy and at the press of a button, publish for the world to see. And if you would like to use the content back, but you want to clean up the content a bit to reflect your brand, we also have the editable versions for you. And you can append your logos, you can append your colors, you can make any change you want, and it's ready to go. I want to do a quick demo of how to use the content bank. So this is the content bank, as you can see. Now, general content, quotes, tips, 16 days of activism, like I mentioned, observance days, African giving traditions. So imagine that I wanted to share a giving tip and I can scroll through any of this content. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot to play with from now to the end of the year and even in the new year. So let's say I want to post the content. I saw something around declutter. Okay, declutter for good. So all I have to do is click on this content. Okay, copy. That's all I need to do. You right click to copy, and then you can download the attachment. You can take a look at it if you want, and then you can download the attachment. Look at the download function right here, and all you have to do is paste. That is all you need to do. It is that simple. If you want to make changes, if you want to have the Canva template, this is where the Canva templates can be found, right here. If I click on this link, it's going to lead me to the template, and I can just edit this template right here, and I am good to go, right? So that is that on giving tips and ideas. That is the board right here on giving tips and ideas. Please let me know if you have any question after watching this video, but I think this is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go back to my slide. Moving on, the AI corner. So Giving Tuesday has an AI corner. When it comes to content, we really want to help each of you, show up and show out. So if you wanted to create content on pitching your nonprofit with AI, for example, I'm going to show you how to do that pretty quickly. The steps are simple. You visit givingtuesday.org, you scroll down to the AI corner, you select what you want to do, copy the prompt, paste it into ChatGPT. I know everyone knows ChatGPT, so I'm just going to show you how to do that. So this is Giving Tuesday, and this is how to participate. I'm going to scroll down to AI Corner right here. So here, if I wanted to pitch my nonprofit with AI, right, all I have to do is scroll down here. As you can see, it says here, use AI tools like ChatGPT, like Claude, like Gemini to craft a perfect pitch email, to guide, to holiday gift guide editors. So all I have to do is copy this prompt and paste it in ChatGPT. Remember that you have to fix in what you do here at this point. You have to fix in your focus area and your target audience. And then you fix in a description about what you're doing or the project, anything at all that gives ChatGPT context as to what you needed to create. And then it would create it. And when it has done that, like we always advise everyone, AI is not perfect. Always review and edit the outputs to ensure accuracy and clarity, and to ensure that the content reflects your voice before you post that content. So going back to my slide, that is how to use the AI corner. There are lots of things. So you see here, pitching your nonprofit with AI, that's the practice and the demo we just did. Crafting your Giving Tuesday story with AI. Again, all you have to do is come down here and, and then I think there are 3 prompts right here. Craft your Giving Tuesday story with AI. About 3 prompts are here. You pick any one you want, paste it in ChatGPT, and you are good to go. Okay, next is how to take pictures and videos. The reason we are doing this part of this recording is because sometimes we receive lots of photos and videos that we simply cannot use. Sometimes they are blurry, sometimes they are unclear, the background isn't okay, or something really, and we want to point this out to also help you. So when you send us photos, you feel proud of the pictures that you've shared, and we are comfortable and we are at liberty to post them. I think top of mind for us is that you get consent. If you're doing anything that has to do with children, minors, please ensure that you have permission to post those children online. We ask this because of our safeguarding policy. If we do not get that outright permission and consent from you, which you must have gotten from the children's parents and guardians and school teachers, we will not be able to use that picture. So, in a situation where you carry out a project that involves children, kindly take photos with you, your volunteers, your team, and maybe one or two adults at the location where you carried out that project. Photos like that are good enough for us to post. Okay? Keep a shared folder if you can. If you cannot, you can just share it with us on WhatsApp or via email. But ideally, it would be nice for you to document your pictures, document your videos, have them saved on a Google Drive or a OneDrive or any drive at all, as long as we are able to access it. Where possible, ensure there is a clear background and take as many pictures as possible. On lighting tips, use natural light. We are not going to tell you to use ring lights, and get extra complex props in order to get professional pictures. No, we are not making that request of you. We are simply saying use what you have at your fingertips to get the best, make the most of your surrounding, make the most of your environment. Position whoever you are taking, position such persons with the sun behind you. It's better that way. Avoid the sun hitting you. Ensure the faces are visible when you take pictures. As you can see, I'm showing you clean and beautiful examples of such photos. We like landscape pictures. We also like portrait. I mean, portrait pictures work for TikTok, works for Instagram Reels. Landscape pictures, they work preferably for platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter and Thread. As long as you take good pictures, we are good. If you're taking videos, audio quality, avoid noisy background as much as possible. Keep your hands steady if you're using your hands. If you have a tripod, awesome. But if you're using your hands, try to keep your hands steady. What else? If you would like to learn more, there is a lot more beyond what I just shared with you, but those are just very simple tips that I figured is enough for us as leaders, considering our technological knowledge. But if you know more, you want to learn more, please scan this code. There is an amazing deck that was created by Adam, our social media manager at the global level. And I think you would appreciate that deck. Finally, if there comes request you have, if you need us to help you with a design, you have logo support, you need visual inspiration, you need content inspiration, you need an extra pair of eyes on your concept notes, your campaign plans, anything at all, as long as it is comms related, we will be happy to help you with that. But please kindly note that the comms team is currently at capacity. We will only be able to take on requests that is feasible, that we think we can do despite the kind and the amount of work we have to juggle. We will keep you updated on the status of a request either way. If we're unable to do it, we will let you know. If we are able to do it, we will also let you know. So please scan this code and tell us what your request is. Is it a design? Is it a template? Is it a presentation deck? Do you need a resource? Let us know. This is where you tell us your request. I mean, if there's any more help you'll be needing, I feel like I've covered everything. But if there's anything else you'll be needing that I am yet to talk about, that I am yet to mention in this video recording, please book an appointment with me. If you scan this code, it would lead you to my calendar and you can just book a time that works for you. And I assure you, if that time works for you, it would work for me or anyone on the team. And we will be on that call to listen to what you have to say, be it a request, a comment, a feedback, anything at all. Also, you can chat me up on WhatsApp. That's my number right there. 234-811-348-7151. You can chat me between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. GMT. Please bear with me if I'm unable to respond out of this time. period. Okay. That being said, have a wonderful rest of the day. And I really hope that this video was of great help to you and that henceforth you and I will have a great communication relationship going forward. Bye.